Okay, we're going to wrap up our JKD Ping Choi with our male triangle generator. So just as a quick review, again, this is our male triangle. We're going to continue to link to the previous videos in the description. That way, as I blitz through this review really quickly, you'll be able to actually keep up if you go at the previous video's pace. But this is our male triangle here. The other footwork patterns we have done would be the slide step, in and out like so, and then we did a pendulum. And the pendulum is typically done after that kick. I make sure to snap that kick back and bring my feet back, and then I go right back into my momentum of the male triangle. So far what we have covered is I slide step in, I hit my low Ping Choi or hot Ping Choi, which is a low jab. I'm gonna trap this barrier that this person gives me, okay? So I trap that barrier with a box out, and I hit a back in. We started just there. That was the finisher. This goes here. Now they've blocked me up top. So somebody has gone from here to here now. So I bring this hand up, and I trap that out of the way again. Then we add it here to here. Again, this hand is up. I smack this out of the way, and I try and hit him in the head again, but they take this rear hand, and they bring this rear hand in. So if I'm the person being attacked, this is here to here to here. And I now have to move all three of those obstructions. So this goes here, to here, to here, to that, okay? So that's just a real brief review of what we've covered. We are going to add the last two options to this. So the first one, again, we get into our rhythm. We get into our generator. I'm going to slide step forward into my low jab, trap and backhand. They now have a high barrier. I trap and backhand again. I wedge. I'm going to take this wedge hand. I'm going to move their arm out of the way as I take this free hand. I smack this out of the way and I punch. Okay? After I hit, I'm going to take this punching hand. I'm going to pull their arm back. I should give them whiplash if I do this right. I pull and I hit this backhand. Right from there, we're going to go into our Sum Choi, which is any three shots you want to throw. Slide step back out. Back into your generator. So again, the slide steps in, hit the low jab, trap up high. Trap this high barrier out of the way. They give you a rear hand barrier. Wedge this out of the way, trap and hit, pull and hit. 1, 2, 3, get out of the way. Back into your generator. You can change up your variant as well, or change up your follow-up as well. Slide step in, trap to the high barrier, trap the high barrier out of the way. They give you a rear barrier, wedge, pakta, pakta. I hit this shot here. Instead of going straight to my punching, they backed up. So I go straight to a kick, and then I step down and punch. And then I get out of the way, back into my generator. Or this goes here, trap this high barrier, wedge, pakta, lapta. I hit my kick, I get out of the way right away, and I just completely omit the punches. Either way is fine. Now, you should also do this on the right lead. So I slide step in, I hit my right low jab, trap to the high barrier, trap that high barrier out of the way, they give me a rear barrier, wedge this guy, trap and hit, pull and hit. 1, 2, 3, I'll kick, I'll back up, slide step back into my generator. So the next option we're going to cover today is going to be the pakta lapta pakta, or the 3 shots on this last set. So I slide step in, trap this guy, trap that one, wedge, pull and hit, 1, 2, and 3. That was a quick review. I screwed that one up. So we're going back here again. We're going to wedge, trap and backhand, trap and backhand, wedge, pakta, lapta, pakta again. When you do this one, you need to make sure you're actually collapsing this into their body. Okay? You're trying to connect to them, and you hit that last strike. From there, again, 1, 2, and 3, I back out. Back into my rhythm. Slide step, low jab, trap and trap. Bring this guy in, wedge, trap and hit, pull and hit, trap and hit. From this position here, they back up. You kick, 1, 2, 3, back out. Bring it back in. And again, you can combine the 2 single attack options. So I can slide step in, trap, trap, wedge, trap once, twice, and then 3 times. From this position, they back up. I kick, 1, 2, 3, and I get out of the way, back into my rhythm. So you're going to obviously have to limit your range, your mobility, based on what room you are in. If you're practicing in your living room, you probably won't be able to do the combined set. That's why I wanted to make sure I broke it into either the kicks, either the punches, or combinations therein. So again, this should be done on the right lead. So I get my generator. Always make sure you get into a rhythm. Don't just start from here and then try and jump in. I want you to make sure you can do this from a flow. This shoots in, trap and hit, wedge, trap and hit, trap and hit, trap and hit. From here, I'm just gonna go 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna get out of the way, and I'll do it one more time on this right lead, and I'll do a combination of the two. So slide step in, trap and hit, wedge, trap and hit, pull and hit, trap and hit. Right from here, I'm gonna go straight into boxing. Gonna give him a kick, get out of the way, and go right back into my male triangle generator. So this is one of the first trapping flows that I had learned, and it overwhelmed me for a long, long time. And part of that is because it consistently changed, and it still probably has changed. I'm still constantly trying to readjust which one goes where in the order. But if you can get the understanding of how to move around the body, it's a really great pattern to learn. So I'm also going to make sure I mention I'm not saying that this is exactly how it's going to go. You're never going to sit here and get all 10 of these shots off on somebody without them changing angles or changing blocks or whatever the case is. Again, when you're trapping happens that fast. You have to move quick. You're going for small advantages, and you're going to put them in small disadvantages so that way you can use bigger tools. So again, I hope this helped, and thank you very much.